What is going on, fellow fans of Clash of Clans? It is your host, Galadon, and today a very exciting episode with a very exciting guest speaker, guest star, none other than Shaso from Tribe Gaming. You built it, Shaso, and now we're here to break it down and watch it get attacked.
Yeah, exactly. Let's see how the first attack goes. This base is very, it took me a lot of hours to build it because I originally designed it just to defend against Pekka Smash when it came up, and it looked like all the entries we thought would work didn't work, and yeah, then some worked, and I started tweaking the base, and I put in so much effort.
Wow, so how many hours would you say you spent building the base, Shaso?
Just building or tweaking as well?
Well, I'd say both. Let's include both.
Okay, I think it's around 15 hours.
Oh man, so 15 hours.
Yeah.
And that includes like friendly challenges from other Tribe Gaming members, kind of hitting it how they would hit it type of thing? Okay.
We tried some entries like 15 times to make sure it defends.
Oh my gosh. And now, the record, this base has an incredible defensive record in CWL. Is that correct?
Yeah, it does, because it didn't get tripled in CWL, I think, but and some 1-stars. But I think in ESL, in the ESL qualifier, the record is even better because it has like 50% 1-star rate. And
50% 1-star.
Yeah, because many people went in from the Eagle side with Pekka Smash or something like that, and everything split in the middle. That worked, like, for me it worked really well. And
wow, no kidding.
even if it got tripled to once, I think, but I tweaked that entry so it doesn't work anymore. So the base how it is now will not get tripled by Pekka Smash. Pretty sure.
I see, and originally that's what it was designed to be, that anti-Pekka Smash, because obviously in the qualifiers that was kind of the meta. I mean, we saw so many triples from Pekka Smash, or also from Bats, which we'll see it defend against here in a couple of minutes.
Yeah, my aim was just that the defender has to think about something. That the attacker. That the attacker cannot just YOLO in and go like, okay, I have my Pekka Smash ready. This is my attack, and I'm just going to hit the base and get at least, I don't know, 90% and maybe a 3-star. So I wanted to build a base that can defend against Pekka Smash and kind of every angle of Pekka Smash and every kind.
Okay, well now we've got the base up on the screen, and so everybody can see it. We can see all the traps, mines, Teslas, bombs. Can you tell us a little bit about why specifically the base is anti-Pekka Smash?
Okay, so as we can see in the middle, there's a very wide compartment with the CC and the Queen and the Expos on the left. That's the key part why it defends against Pekka Smash so well. Because, like, when you want to be safe, you obviously come from the Town Hall side and then jump behind the Town Hall to over the Expo and the Sweeper and get into the Queen compartment. The white Queen compartment, and you don't get into the Eagle compartment with the Infernals. And in that compartment, the troops split. So some Pekkas go to the left, some Bowlers go to the right, for example, or even if everything goes to one side, nothing passes to the Eagle and the Infernals. On some attacks, the Queen got the Eagle because she can reach it. But on many attacks the Queen just went left or right, and the healers went on other troops and just got sniped by some Infernal Beams or even the Eagle shots sometimes.
I see. So what you're saying is if they enter right at 12 o'clock, say right at that air defense, then the troops are going to split down to the right and down to the left.
No, it was actually... No, not from 12 o'clock. I was talking from the Town Hall side, from
okay,
4 or 5 o'clock, when you jump at the Expo and the Sweeper. Then some go to the left to the Expos, and some troops go to the right to the Archer Tower.
I see. Okay, because I guess I guess it's a weird base because in order to go for the safe 2, obviously you want to approach at that town hall, but there's so much value to be had up at the top coming in from like a 12 o'clock entry. To have 2 Inferno towers right next to the Eagle, next to the CC, next to the Archer Queen, it seems like that is the no-brainer place to enter, but then of course you're nowhere near the town hall.
Yeah, there's another trap, because obviously the value is insane. So you could even think about doing a queen charge in there or something like that. Maybe a little kill squad. Didn't try that, to be honest. But there's the tornado trap as well, and there's a lot of damage because like there are so many point defenses, and the Infernos do damage as well. So if you come in with a ramp, it can happen that the siege machine doesn't even open the second layer of walls, and then everything goes to the right, to the wizard tower, and will be targeted by the Inferno towers, by 2 Infernos. That's actually quite big. And the town hall is on the back, so that's nothing you want to have actually.
All right, and what about this lone air defense in a box all by itself? That's such an unusual layout right there.
Yeah, that's I didn't remember correctly why I put it there, but I think it looked kind of like, yeah, different than everything else I saw. And now I think I figured out again why I put it there. Because there was a way on how you could target the Expo next to the Infernal at around 8 o'clock, like between the bomb tower and the Infernal, and with wall breakers. And that made the entry very, very strong. And with the air defense in the little wall compartment there, with the wall breakers will actually target the air defense. I mean, like the wall around the air defense. So you cannot charge in there just with wall breakers, or you have to invest much more. So you cannot just take out the air defense with loons unless you take like 6 loons and a haste.
Okay. All right, so we're going to go ahead and look at another attack from a previous CWL season, and this was a P.E.K.K.A. Bow Bat. So another really strong strategy that a lot of players have been using with the bat spells.
Yeah, on this attack, to be honest, I didn't even think that somebody would attack like this, and I'm not sure if it went like it was planned, because there is a little trap on how your queen goes. The queen, as you can see, the queen goes to the right, and I'm not sure if he wanted his queen to go to the left or upside. I don't know. I'm not sure. But as you can see, the queen bounces back and goes to the air defense, which turned out pretty good for him. Then he went in with 2 ice golems, and that's obviously an entry I predicted, because that's like the most safe entry into the town hall. And
right.
As we see, it works. You get a lot, but I mean, I think there's no base that defends P.E.K.K.A. Smash that well that you don't even get 2 stars. I mean, unless it's complete trap base and troll base, I don't know. Then maybe, yeah. But as we can see, a lot went in, but a lot went out as well, because there's a dead zone like next to the town hall, so troops will not go in, and he gets pretty far actually. And if he had some more freezes, that could be quite dangerous. But as you can see, he has 3 Inferno towers to deal with his bats, and he doesn't have many freezes. So as we can already see, this will not be a triple. It will be kind of good percentage, but not a triple, and that's what you want to defend actually.
Right, so that's the win here, is the fact that your guys are absolutely having to hold off against 3 stars, and that's what this base is designed. Your guys are even saying a 90% 2-star is a win, because obviously at the level where Tribe is playing, 3 stars determine the victors in most cases.
Yeah, I mean, we hope so, because like we have a 3-star rate around, I think, 30%. So if every base from us holds the 3 stars and doesn't get tripled, then we obviously are quite like we think that we can win then.
Okay.
So we don't have to defend 1-star. I mean, we don't have to force 1-stars.
Right. All right. Who's this guy attacking your base here? So this is funny. This was actually the first time I had ever attacked it, but I had spent a lot of time looking at the replays that I had seen from like the defenses, and we had, you were attacking your own base, and we'll show some of those. But this was the first time I had a chance to attack it, and I was kind of going at it like, let's think of this as a CWL match where I have to get the safe 2. So obviously I went in, and so far things kind of worked out. And Queen Charge Miner is my favorite attack, and I finally right here get the poison correct, and I waited for the Hound to just about go down before I dropped the poison. So how do you think about how your base is holding up here? What's happening?
What's really overpowered for you is that E-Drake on the left, because it got so much there. I think it was at least 12 to 15%, maybe more, and that's just insane from one E-Drake. And you got some defenses. It's not that you just got trash. You got some defenses, some storages, and a perfect funnel. So maybe I have to put some black mines there as well, or maybe air skeleton trap. I don't know. I have to tweak it again against that entry, because that looked very scary.
I have to admit, I mean, it went better than I expected it to. So
yeah, we tried that entry, but it didn't work that well because we didn't use an E-Drake on the left, which saved a lot of time for you there, and the miners went in pretty well. And the Warden was good, the healer switch was very good for you, and to be honest, I didn't expect that you get that far, but as we can see in the end, it's not a triple. That's the most important thing.
Right. Again, yeah. So the base wins, and you can see, although I get a pretty good percentage, there's so many key defenses that are still up at the end of this attack. And I think I don't remember. I guess I don't run out of time. I guess this actually is the damage. There's just too much going on down here. That Expo. Look at that Expo. It's got like 1 hit point left. Come on.
The thing is, when you come in from that side with the miners, you will face 3 Expos on the back end, and 2 cannons, 2 Teslas, which is just a lot of point defense, and the Infernal as well. So if you had like many miners there, that would have worked maybe, because you get through the point defenses very quickly. But after you lost some miners already, it's not that good anymore, and the point defenses will hurt so much.
All right, so we've been through these attacks that can't quite 3-star it, and sure enough, here we go. Finally, you would figure, from Tribe Gaming, Boom, of all people, is the first person to put down a 3-star on this newly adjusted base that we saw, but with an asterisk, right? Because in the Clan Castle was not what should be. We had, I think it was an Ice Golem and a P.E.K.K.A. in here instead of the Hound and the Archers.
Yeah, but we always take Hound and Archers, unless we want to like have something different and we like want to troll the enemy maybe. But in this case we had, yeah, you had an Ice Golem and a P.E.K.K.A., and that just is not that good against Queen Charge. I mean, it's not completely bad, but yeah. And it gets really close, I think. I'm not sure if it triples exactly like it
well, I think,
did now.
Yeah, I mean, Boom ends up with about, I believe when we went back and looked at this, he ends up with about 5 or 6 seconds left. And it's super close. And of course, like you talked about, the Clan Castle, that huge hit point building, is actually the last building to go down on the base finally.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
So there it is. So Boom picks up the triple. And so what we did was you and I sat down, and I have the base now. I threw it up for friendly challenges with you and let you attack it with the Hound and the Archer's Clan Castle. But you were using almost exactly the same strategy that Boom had used.
I used the same strategy, but I adjusted some things, and maybe I think it wasn't that efficient as he did it, but I think the strategy is kind of the same. And as what we can see is that the queen charge takes a lot of time, because on the right there's so many buildings and some storages, the defending clan castle, and what we can see in the end is that the CC always stands, and it's just so hard to get anything on the CC, and you have to be really quick with your cleanup, because I think I had like 1 minute left with when I started my Lalu, or like maybe a little bit more. And if the cleanup is not 100% on point, it's a time fail. And as we can see in the next replay, I focused on the CC. I had my eyes on the CC to just get that CC down and not 99% fail again. Or like, not fail, 2-star. That's still
I mean,
good.
I guess that's the true sign of a professional. You said to yourself, all right, I'm going to make sure I get this clan castle down this time. I'm not going to 99% on the clan castle. And that is exactly what you did, but you 99%ed on the Dark Elixir storage.
Yes. On that point, I was completely annoyed by that base. And I hated it. But yeah, I just cannot get it right, because the attack is quite difficult, and sometimes the king goes in, just goes wide, or something else goes wrong. You have to be 100% on point with your ability, with your spells, and credits to Boom, because he was on point, and he's just a so solid attacker, and he just doesn't do any mistakes.
And not only that, but that was Boom's first attempt at that base, Shaso, when I put it up. That was his first try. He came in and dropped the 3-star. And
yeah.
So that was amazing to watch as well. Now, this is the next attack from you, and if viewers haven't already noticed it, the Lava Hound doesn't deploy here. The archers came out, but the Lava Hound, so the queen is just barely out of range of activating it right now. Is that what happened?
Yeah, the queen just stepped somehow different than the other times. We tried it sometime. I mean, it's not that we just tried it 3 times.
Yeah, we saw in the log. It was a lot of attempts.
The queen always lured out the Lava Hound, but I mean, it's a little bit random sometimes, and some small differences can make a really big difference in the end and on the outcome.
Yep. So finally the Hound comes out here right near the end of the attack. It's too late to make a difference.
Now imagine I had 2 dragons in the CC. Then the attack is a complete fail, because the dragons would just kill my loons and everything is rip. And so that's the other like perspective on the Hound. It's a little bit risky, because if you don't lure out the Hound, it will not hurt anything. But as we can see here, I have a swag spell, so
yeah, the swag rage,
and I have some time left. So I think if the Hound came out, it might have been enough. Anyway, but
it's beautiful, Shaso, and I really appreciate the fact that you took the time to share it with us. I know it's not often that we get to look at a Tribe Gaming base, especially one that has been so amazing. So I appreciate it, and I know that the viewers out there do as well. And if they don't use this exact base, there's obviously minor tweaks they can make to make this base work for them.
Yeah, exactly. You can just adjust some stuff and see how the enemy attacks it. And maybe you can build your own base out of it, just rotate some traps and rotate some buildings, and then it will work, I think.
Well, thank you again, Shaso, for your time. I know it's a little bit longer episode. I hope people enjoyed it.
Thanks for having me.
And it's always fun. We're going to have you on again, because you're not only an amazing base builder like we've seen today, but an attacker like we've seen in previous episodes. And I wish you and Tribe Gaming all the best in the upcoming World Championships.
Thank you.
All right, Shaso, we'll talk again soon, buddy.
See you then.
So there you have it, an extended interview with Shaso from Tribe Gaming, one of the best players in the game, and an in-depth breakdown of one of the best performing bases in the history of CWL. I hope you guys enjoyed the episode. If you did, please do leave a like, leave a comment down below. Thank you so much for your time. Get out there and have a fantastic rest of your day. Be kind to people, animals, and the planet, and I hope to see you all back here again tomorrow for more full attacks.
Galadon! Galadon! I need that Shaso character to make me a base. A gym box base!